Yo, what is up, my little tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on the streets of Arena. Got some more of this Shadows over Innistrad Remastered. I woke up a little bit too early, so I know yesterday I said that we were going to do the new non-flashback rotation of cards, but unfortunately, again, woke up too early, so that's what we're going to get today. Tomorrow we'll get them. As always, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card-related needs. Jump into our pick one, pack one here. I'm going to take the Graph Mole over kind of a weak pack. Angelic Purge, Galvanic Bombardment, some other okay cards here. But Graph Mole is pretty darn sweet, and maybe we can do some cool grindy stuff with that. So let's take the Graph Mole. Into getting past a Seasons Past. Pretty fun card. Return any number of cards with different mana values from your graveyard to your hand. Put Seasons Past on the bottom of its owner's library. So, kind of goes exactly in line with the Graph Mole and what I want to be doing if I'm going to go this grindy route. Get a bunch of like cheap removal spells or cheap value cards. And then, yeah, go through your deck, gain a bunch of life. Depending on what our win con's going to be, you know. Seasons Past will just be a huge value card. Or it can be a win con in and of itself, right? Just drawing a bunch of cards while never decking out, in theory, can often do the trick. Griffspoon, very good. Alchemist Greeting, Dees. Westfall Abbey, okay. Let's go grindy, baby. I think we want to go grindy. I don't know. We could easily just take one of these two very good humans here and I guess be a humans deck if that's open, although Byway Courier is pretty juicy with this start. Oh, the correct picks or the more fun pick? Not that Byway Courier is bad. Byway Courier is still pretty great on turn 3. It's just these are like premium 2-drops in the human deck, you know? I guess I can still take the Hamlet Captain. It might not make the most sense to end up in our final deck, but it can go into either. Gnarlwood Dryad versus Silent Departure here, fantastic. I think I like taking the Dryad and sticking with green for now over taking the Departure, but Departure is probably a card I'd want to end up getting. The Dryad's just so good in these style of decks. You'd be surprised at how much work it'll probably end up doing when all is said and done. Got ourselves an Epitaph Golem here, a Drownyard Explorers, a Laboratory Brute. All three of those pretty good choices. I think the Epitaph we can probably end up getting later, and the Self-Mill of the Brute seems good. The heck was that noise? Ooh, an Erdwall Illuminator now too. Alright, I'm gonna lock ourselves into like the blue-green, maybe splashing black, Self-Mill value deck. This is gonna be good. Probably gonna end up cutting that Captain. There is, of course, the risk of milling your own Seasons Past, but as long as I do end up getting at least one Epitaph Golem later on, or maybe we pick up like a Mystic Retrieval or something, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Explorers, Jace's Scrutiny, and a Wildfield Scarecrow all solid here. Guess I just want the Clue Producer. We've picked up the Illuminator and the Mole now, so that probably makes the most sense. But yeah, cards that I'm really on the lookout for are like Grapple the Past, Forbidden Alchemies, cards that dig through our deck quickly and put a lot of cards in the graveyard. I'm going to take this Magnifying Glass over to Confront the Unknown. I like having Weirding Wood a lot more than Magnifying Glass, but when I have already Mole and Illuminator, having a consistent way to produce a clue, even if it's expensive, still pretty good. Angelic Purge Wheeling. We don't want to play Tattered Haunter, but I suppose I can just take the Haunter to cut off blue if I wanted to, although we could very easily end up splashing Angelic Purge, and I guess that's a good enough removal spell that it's worth taking over the 2-drop that we're not going to play. Very unlikely to run any of these. Maybe there's a world where... I mean, I can't imagine I want to play this, but... who knows? Same thing here. Not going to be playing any of these cards. We'll just take Apothecary Geist, whatever. Oh, I guess I should take the Stormrider Spirit to just cut off the blue again. Not a bad first pack. I do not think Cryptolith Fragment is what we want here. It is fixing and ramp, but in this deck we're generally just going to be trying to survive, so the loss of 1 life is extremely relevant. Okay. We might run the Flux. Pack 2 we go. What do we have? Opened the Collective Brutality, a solid one, certainly, but not what we're doing. I'm going to take the Byway Courier here, I think. We didn't actually end up wheeling the other Byway Courier when I took the Hamlet Captain, so that's kind of unfortunate. Laboratory Brute should wheel, and then we would also like to pick up at least 1 Gnaw to the Bone in this deck if possible. Wow, okay, there we go. There we go indeed. I have to take the Spider Spawning here. It's just a little bit too juicy. But Fleeting Memories would be another great win con for us. Deathcap Cultivator, obviously just a really, really good 2-drop. Terrarian, good for fixing Delirium and whatnot. Alright, let's get spawning. Ulvenwald Hydra. That's just a big dumb dork in this deck. And I don't actually think that's worthwhile. I think the Forbidden Alchemy is much better here, especially after picking up the Spider Spawning. We just want ways to churn through our deck quickly, like I mentioned earlier. So, yeah, this is an easy alchemy for me, and then maybe wheel the Drownyard Explorers. I haven't seen any grapple with the pasts yet, which is kind of unfortunate, but we're getting good creature quality at least. As we get an Ulvenwald Captive here at pick 4. Could consider on Burial Rites. Rapid Bite's okay. Scarecrow on the wheel wouldn't be bad. There's another strong pack. Epiphany of the Drownyard isn't terrible. It's the reverse Foff of sorts. Obviously, there's just a Woodland Stream, could be very good as well. Yeah, the Epiphany digs pretty deep, though. I'm happy to take that. Groundskeeper, Gnaw to the Bone, Weirding Wood. I really like Groundskeeper when I have enough self-mill effects. Let's see. I have the Brute, I have the Alchemy, I have the Epiphany. There should be another Brute wheeling. What else? I think I'm supposed to take the Groundskeeper here. Gnaw to the Bone should be coming around, what, 9th pick as well, or 10th pick? Yeah. Let's take the Groundskeeper. Port Town. For potential splashing, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. There's a Weirding Wood, good. Some ramp, some fixing, some clues, perfect. That's pick 8. This is pick 9. Oh, we didn't actually wheel anything in pick 9. Maybe it was pick 10 that I was going to wheel something. That's a kind of a crazy... I mean, it looks like white is open. But we're going for the fun. What's our creature count? 8. For spider spawning, people often assume you need like 15 creatures in your deck for it to be good, but that's never the case. Especially if you have enough of the self-mill effects. I'd say 8, like I have right now, is probably the minimum I would want, but you don't need, you know, some crazy amount of creatures. Yeah, still 0 grapples seen. So we really need that Brute and the Alchemy to wheel. Terrarian's okay, but I think this was a pack that was supposed to have something, so somebody else might be cutting us off. There might be another person in the self-mill deck. Yeah, it feels like that certainly now, especially if we're not wheeling Laboratory Brutes and Gnaw to the Bone, so... That's actually really bad, because I didn't get any of those Gnaws, so now I'm going to probably have to prioritize a Gnaw to the Bone in pack 3. If we see one. Scarecrow's good, at least. Like, we wheeled Scab out of that blue pack, but we didn't wheel the other card that we wanted, so... Kind of crazy. I don't even think I'm gonna play the Scab here. It's a good creature, it just doesn't have any synergy with what we're doing. Elder Deep Chicken, huh? I don't know why I call this chicken, it's an octopus. Card's probably a little bit too good to pass up here. I really want to take the Forbidden Alchemy, though. Ugh. 8 mana flash, 5/6, tap up to 4 permanents on cast. And then it has Emerge, so... It's pretty bomby. I have to take it. Ooh, a second Spell Queller we've seen now. There's a Grapple. I have to take that over Silent Departure. Just too important. So, Epitaph Golem, we didn't see any of those in Pack 2, and a Nod to the Bone, which we did see in Pack 2, but I passed. We could have had a double Spell Queller blue-white deck. Would have been crazy. Oh, man. Grim Flayer there, too. This is another solid pack, though, for us. Looks like the Homunculus is not going to be good enough, but another Groundskeeper wouldn't be bad, but Choked Estuary here for Spider Spawning and Forbidden Alchemy flashbacks. Looks pretty good. Scrutiny wouldn't be terrible, to buy some time and give us a clue. If there was an Epitaph Golem or a Nod of the Bone or like a Self-Mill effect, I would take it over Estuary, but since there's not, we can probably take the Fixing. Another Captive. God, so much good white going around. Well, this is what happens when you kind of force. I guess the Epitaph Golem is actually not that necessary when I have the Seasons Past. And I only have one way to truly... Oh, no, I guess I have 2 ways. Grapple always mills Season because I can't hit it, and then Epiphany can mill the Season, I suppose. But like Forbidden Alchemies, I can always just choose to take the Seasons Past instead. There's another Alchemy. Oh, there's another Grapple too. Oh, baby. That's tough. I think we're going to take the Grapple, even though... No, I guess the Alchemy digs deeper and has Flashback. The 2 mana, though, is different. Wow! Mysteries pickup 2 was really cool. That makes the Magnifying Glass even better, and I do have 11 creatures, so it's not like it's terrible. Drag Under would be another choice, but yeah, that's good. Oh, there's the Fleeting Memories. Somebody took it in Pack 2. This is not the best Fleeting Memories deck, though. In fact, I might not even end up running this. We're not really trying to make that many clues. And I don't have like a Manic Scribe for extra mill potential, so yeah, that's like a maybe. There's a Nod to the Bone. Okay, good. Good. Well, we got quite a few of the important cards we were looking for. Maybe not all of them, though. Oh, okay, Wheeling Alchemy was nice. Yeah, let's cut the Fleeting Memories. I actually might consider cutting the Mysteries now, too. And just go full on the Spider plan. Holy smokes. Alright, well, I guess we're splashing that. That's kind of nuts. Because we're going to be running a few black sources in our deck anyways. And we have some fixing beyond just running like the Estuary and Swamp. This deck looks pretty good now, actually. Maybe a couple of pieces could have been altered for a couple of other better pieces, but for the most part, I'm digging it. Question is, do I want to run 16 or 17 land? Normally, these decks want to run, or rather make all of their land drops, so I generally tend to run more lands. I guess I don't need the Terrarian. Yeah, because I only have, what? Well, now 2, I guess. 2 Delirium cards. The Dryad, which doesn't really need it, and then the Flayer that we just picked up. I almost wonder if I can cut the Epiphany. Yeah, but I think I just cut the Terrarian. Alright, look, deck looks pretty sweet. Let's get the estuary in there. We do need at least one swamp for scarecrow purposes, but I don't think I need two. Actually, I guess I don't even need that much blue, do I? We probably want more green, like 9 green, 7 blue, 2 black. I could probably go up to 2 swamps. But I guess we have so much digging, it's not necessary. Okay, looks fun. Nice little blue-green spider spawning deck. Don't think I've done one of these on my daily uploads. Maybe on a VOD I've had a spider spawning deck, but for the afternoon videos. Let's see if we can do some work here. So this is the season reset. We're back into Platinum. Sorry, Diamond. Working our way back up to Mythic. Decent starting hand. Grapple and Magnifying Glass, not a terrible start. We don't have any board presence, but Grapple presumably will find something for us, hopefully. That's nice. I don't even have to grapple this turn if I don't want to. But I guess it's okay too. So land, and an alchemy. Okay. It is a lot of lands, but that's okay. I make my land drops. Gonna go for the alchemy this turn. I guess we take the Illuminator since we have 3 alchemies in our graveyard now anyways. Though we don't have a black source yet. Looks like they have a Deny Existence here. That's fine. It's kind of a weird bounce. Okay, so we might be playing against a good hit for them. Fiery Temper, Make Mischief. We might be playing against a another spells deck, or similar strategy deck. They might be on like Rise of the Tides. Liliana. Well, that's not good for us because we don't apply much pressure early. They can just Fiery Temper this, but at least I'll get an extra clue out of it. If they find their second red source anyway. They can also Madness if they have a way to discard. Oh, sure, whatever. Well, I might just lose to Liliana Ultimate at this rate. But it is what it is. I don't want to play out Groundskeeper since they have Mischief in hand. So we haven't seen any of our, what, 4 blue sources? Or, sorry, black sources? In the top half of our deck. Liliana Ultimates in 2 turns. Which is pretty bad. That's good. Okay. And they use their Make Mischief, so I'm going to go ahead and play out the Groundskeeper here, I think. But I'm just going to lose to Lily Ult. If they didn't have a Planeswalker, I think this would... Well, I think this is a really good matchup for us, but they have a Planeswalker that's going to win by itself. So, good beats. This would actually been a really good spot for having the fleeting memories. That would be a way for us to win. Yeah, fleeting memories would absolutely wreck them. So what's in my deck that I can still win with then? The sea chicken, huh? Well, I'm going to pass here and maybe see if they get greedy. Maybe they uptick Liliana one more time instead of casting the ult. Nope, alright. And there's the Rise from the Tides too. Alright. We can just scoop that up. This is going to be really cool though. Rise from the Tides plus Lily ult. That had to be the worst possible matchup for us to see. That is to say, exactly Liliana. The Rise from the Tides I think we could beat very easily, because we have Spider spawning. I mean, I made a surprising number of clues there. Maybe I should be running the Fleeting Memories as an extra win con. Like, no joke, I kind of want to cut the Elder Deep Fiend. But instead I'm just going to run 41 cards because I'm lazy. So instead, if they hadn't had Lily and assumed they just made like nine zombie tokens, is that winnable? Very much so. We had 5 clues, so we had 4 clues I was going to be able to sack at end of turn to make 4 1/1s. That already deals with 2 of them. We had Knot of the Bone in our hand. If we found a black source, we had some alchemies to flashback. 1 spider spawning for even like 4 or 5 is extremely powerful because multiple 1/2s are so good versus, well, any creature really, but 2/2s as well, you know? Good old Lily, she was my last hope. Here's the game plan. Don't play against a Planeswalker. We should have some easy wins. Ooh, we can actually cast a turn 2 Grimflare with this hand. Nice. Wow, this hand's really good. Turn 2 Flare, turn 3 Alchemy. Maybe even hit Delirium immediately. Plains, pass. And if they have like a bound by Moonsilver or whatever, we have the Deep Fiend to sacrifice. Okay. So we want to main phase this to see if we hit the Delirium. Instant creature, enchantment, land. Beautiful. We can grapple back our mole later. So we get to Surveil 3. So let's put the 2 creatures in the graveyard. I do want that second... Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have topped that. For some reason, I thought I only had 1 forest. I guess I can grapple on upkeep to get rid of that. Not a huge deal. Oh, they have Purge. Exile effect. Oh, we won't be able to get that back. Captive, pass, grapple, end of turn. So. Wish I had bottomed the land, but oh well. Ooh, Mysteries Bloodbriar is really cool. Oh, there goes our Mysteries. Unfortunate. Guess we'll take the mole here. And let's see. I think what we're going to do this turn is instead just Epiphany for maximum while they don't have too much pressure on the board. I don't have a clue for my Graph Mole to gain life anyways. I'm pretty sure they have Confront the Unknown in their hand, though. So I have to be a little bit wary of that. They're scared because I passed and they know I have a Graph Mole in my hand, but I'm just going to go Epiphany for 5, which is going to reveal 6 cards. So I put them into 2 piles, then the opponent gets to choose what goes to my hand. So yeah, this is just easy Seasons Past versus everything. Either way, I effectively get to draw like 4 or 5 cards, no matter what they choose. The good news for them is if they give me the Seasons Past, at least I have to cast the Past, which eats up another turn. Oh, but they just gave me the full value. Very nice. Okay. So 7 mana available. I guess I'm just going to go Courier. And then pass and go for the Deep Fiend here. Discard one of these lands, no problem. Maybe I should have tapped their lands on upkeep. Okay, that's fine for now. One, two, three, four. I mean, if I really want to next turn, I can just level up my captive and hit them for 9 points of damage. Oh, well, there's a spider spawning, though. Let's go Alchemy, hope to mill a bunch of creatures. Yeah, let's take the land. Spawning for 5. Yep, as expected. Knew they had that. And they can't even attack here. 7 cards left in my deck now. Let's see, what is... We have Dryad, Fleeting Memories, Knot of the Bone, Scarecrow, and a Brute with 2 lands, so don't think we want to be casting any more. Forbidden Alchemies. I think we're just going to level up and attack. Leaving back 1 spider for safety. We shouldn't need to fire off the spider spawning again to win this game, so... I think unless they show me something to do otherwise, we don't need to do that. That's pretty good. The awkward thing for them is that they have to block both of these big creatures, and when they do, none of them die. So now I think I do fire off the spider spawning, as there's only 1 card that can kill me. And that's Declaration in Stone, and if they have it, which is a rare, good beats. Well, no, they would need Declaration in Stone and to find 1 point of damage. I never even cast the mole that they saw. Good stuff. Alright, that's how the deck is supposed to work out. Not fighting against Planeswalkers. And if we don't fight against Planeswalkers, seems like pretty easy money. 1-1 on to game 3 we go. Ooh. My only concern about this type of hand is that if the opponent is on a faster deck, we could get aggroed out too quickly, but I'm going to give this a shot. I guess our ideal draw is like one of our Ulvenwald captives for a turn 3 brute. See, there we go. Turn 1 mountain. Yeah, I'm going to probably regret keeping this hand. Oh, werewolves too? Okay, well, at least they didn't play a flip werewolf. But that one, that menace creature is probably going to get in for a bunch of damage. In fact, if they just play another creature this turn, yeah, like I said, I might fall a little bit too far behind. Oh, they missed a land drop. All right, that was kind of lucky for us. Sheesh. Still, that deranged whelp, I would not be surprised if it deals like 8 or 10 points of damage to me. Ah, well, unfortunate for them. This is a pretty good draw now, too. Next turn we can go Fleeting Memory, sorry, Erdwall Illuminator into Fleeting Memories, make 2 clues, and then Mole sack, gain 3 life back. Kind of brutal. Instant creature and land in graveyard towards Delirium. Yeah, we got lucky. That's another, wow, that's another really good draw, actually. In fact, it might be better just to develop out our defenses this turn instead. Right? I don't need the Illuminator, but it's nice if I can get an extra clue off of it, of course. And on any given turn, the Elder Deep Fiend is effectively going to be a time walk. So we have even more time. That's fine. We'll definitely trade away the Dryad. The downside about losing my Brood is that I can't Deep Fiend as easily here. I'm going to hold back the Illuminator, but if they attack with their Whelp, I'm not going to block. I figure if I hold these back, they might not attack. If they do attack, I'll just take it, but it's just the possibility of stopping them from attacking that's worth it for me. If the Graph Mole survives this turn, I'm going to feel really good about our spot. We actually have just nothing. Like, if we just drew lands for the rest of the game, assuming our creatures didn't die, this would be good enough, right? Illuminator makes 2 clues with glass. Graph Mole gains 3 life. Okay, they had a burn from within. That's good. Well, the good news is that they did that on that and not our mole. Now I think I'm just going to go ahead and time walk them with the Deep Fiend this turn. They did draw land. Right. It's awkward not to attack, but I don't think we need to. Now, the only thing is, we know they have, what, at least 5 spells in their hand. Okay, that's pretty awkward now. So, but this is an easy double block for us. Especially with our grapple draw, we can just get back either of these creatures. Oh, nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, this is pretty gross now. This is gonna be tough to beat. Roll the Hydra, some other cards. Grapple protects us from them just trying to pass the turn and flipping the Ulrich. If they attack, I'm actually going to block with the Captive to give us another clue. Excuse me. Well worth it to me. Yep, they've tried to go for the pass. We have an instant. We blow them out. Let's go get our octopus again. And we just pass again. They have a Gnaw to the Bone. Funny. Okay. Well, good thing is we're not going for the damage win. We're going for the mill win. Keep. Tap, 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 tap. We still have a Season's Pass in our deck somewhere, right? Aww. My mole's gone. Darn, now I'm only at 22 for the rest of the game. They cast a spell there too, so Ulrich's not going to flip again. Infinite life, not very good versus no library. Actually, that was really, really good that we added the fleeting memories to the deck. That's pretty nice. Get back their hunt and their burn from within. Hey, there's the past. All right, that should do her. So we get a 1, a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Casual. Just a casual draw 5 or 6 in green, no big deal. Sit back, make some clues, win the game. Who needs to do anything? Funny thing is, they still have more cards in their library than I do, but once I sack these 2 clues, they will go down to 4. And then I guess I kill them next turn, or the turn after, depending. Plus, as long as we don't mill ourselves of the seasons past, we can never deck. We draw seasons past, we cast it, it goes back on in our library. Haven't even seen our spider spawning yet, have we? I could cast Knot of the Bone there to stop them from flipping Ulrich, but it doesn't matter. Oh, well, them doing that gives us the win. Because that would give us a clue, and then we wouldn't need to do anything else for a clue. Alright, GG's. One card left. Explorers, make a clue, sack the clue, GG. Very nice. Alright. Now remember, that game started with our opponent getting pretty unlucky, though, with their mana, so... Had they hit their third land on time, I think they probably would have just aggroed me out. Okay, 2 and 1. Let's go to game 3, 4 rather. There we go. That's a great hand. That's the hand we were looking for. Captive into Brute. So Brute is a little bit of self-mill, but other than that, we are on the lookout for a lot of cards, obviously. Groundskeeper's pretty nice too with self-mill, although notably this only gets back basics, but I think it's just the estuary, right? That's my only non-basic. Okay. Some Abzan. Gonna play out the Brute here instead of playing out a 3-drop and the Groundskeeper. Hopefully we can get some value in the graveyard. Yeah, Alchemy hit was good. Graph Mole in the graveyard, not great, but we do have, what, 1 grapple? Oh. What is going on over there? They're playing more colors than anticipated. Oh, why would Auto Tapper do that? I don't know. Because Auto Tapper is always funny when it comes to non-basic lands. Alright, we're going to be able to gum up the ground. The Crow's going to be a little bit annoying. But beyond that, we do have a lot of time. Gonna be able to Alchemy in a couple turns here. It's not bad. And once we sack the Scarecrow, that'll give us Delirium. Actually, I can probably even afford to attack here. I should have attacked before playing out my spells. Mourn Willow, but no Delirium, so that doesn't do anything. They probably should have waited on that. I guess they're maybe worried that I might start pressuring them, which I guess I can. I don't mind trading away my Flare. It might just trade with their Bloodbriar, but they're not paying attention. We do have instant Delirium. Oh, sure. Okay, well. I think they might have gooped there. Alright, gotta set up our draws with Grimflayer. Let's see. Don't think we need that. In fact, milling all three seems good, and Knot of the Bone going to the graveyard is just straight up value. Not bad. Okay, looking good. A little bit flooded here, but not a huge deal. It's fine. Huh? I am pleased to trade here. Trading is really nice for us. Groundskeeper back a land, end of turn. Yeah, let's just flip. Could also alchemy there, but they have nothing going on anyways, and I have a Knot of the Bone in my graveyard. Okay, reverse Grimflayer, love it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Let's grab a 0, a 1. Oh, they don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah, they didn't even want to see me cast the Seasons Past. Oh, does the Seasons Past, do they see it on the stack while I'm deciding what number of cards to get back? Maybe that's why they conceded, I don't know. In any case, Seasons Past, 6 mana, draw 4+ cards in green seems good. Alright, on to game 5 we go. Ooh, another fantastic hand. Doesn't have a way to make a clue yet without a creature dying, but it's got all of our colors, got some ramp, dig, everything we could want. Turn 1 Gnarlwood Dryad. Okay. So they're going to be on a Delirium deck, yep. Green black Delirium indeed. Just gonna go for the Brute next turn and hope that we get some good mills. This hand digs pretty deep into the graveyard. The Brute, the Alchemy, the Drown Yard. Good. Well, they missed a land drop there too, but they played Captive. Man, I milled my Graph Mole again. Unfortunate, although milling the Knot of the Bone, not terrible. That's fine. I'm not going to block now. We're going to wait one turn since we get mysteries. This is just a little bit too good. And now a trade is fine, I think. I mean, the Unhallowed will become annoying, but with mysteries on the battlefield, we're going to have a bunch of blockers for it, so. Mr. Skin, huh? Well, now I don't even know if they're going to attack with the Dryad. Oh. Wait, what? Okay. That was great for us. Alright, since we're making land drops there, we don't need to sack the Clue. We can just go Courier and go for an Alchemy this turn. So this is probably going to be a good matchup to try to find fleeting memories for the win. Especially with our mysteries on the battlefield. Bunch of 2/2s I'm okay with. Hmm. Kind of want to grab another alchemy here. Go dig for spider spawning and fleeting memories, I think. Okay, that can get back our mole. We just want to make a land drop here, though. There goes our chicken. That's fine. 16 cards left in deck. Gonna go for the clue sacks here. We have gain 14 available with Knot of the Bone at any given moment, so I'm not really worried about dying anytime soon. Feels like we might not be casting this Epiphany this game. Pretty deep through our deck already. We don't want to accidentally mill our Seasons Past anymore. Like I said, I don't mind trading off and making their Gavany Unhallowed big since we have Mysteries active anyways. So I'm going to get 3 clues here. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a Fleeting Memories type of win. Mr. Flair. 13 cards. Let's go ahead and sack 1. See if we can find memories. If not, we'll just go land, Flair, pass. We do have to be slightly worried about if they have like a that's fine. If they have like a Sever the Bloodline. But that's only worrisome if we go for a huge spider spawning. Wow, they took the Epiphany, which I do not care about. That's really good for us. Like I said, I don't think we were casting Epiphany this game. I will certainly trade away 1 token for 5 life. Let's look for Fleeting / Seasons. And we hit both. And the spider spawning too, holy crap. It's going to be safest to grab the Seasons Past, because we can return the memories with it. Let's go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Oh my god, I just drew 7 cards. Okay. I guess let's dump out as much as we can this turn so we don't have to discard. They might scoop here. Yeah. Again, I still have a ton of life from Knot of the Bone too, so it's not even like they could really try to kill me before I accrue that much value. Okay, 4-1. Yeah, still the only game we've lost is to that Liliana that we couldn't pressure, so... Like I said, this deck is nice. Super fun. Okay, 4-1 on to game 6, I guess we are. No green source natively here. Oh, gosh. We have the Scarecrow, but I think I have to mulligan this. Yikes. Do I go down to 5 here? I guess I do. Alright, this is our best hand yet. Let's lose the Brute and a land. This is a pretty good 5, at least. I like seeing an island as well, because generally that means the opponent's going to be on a slower deck. Oh, this might be a mirror match again. Sure. Let's just go land pass here. And go for Forbidden Alchemy this next turn. There goes my spider spawning. No big deal. Go Scarecrow and pass. Yep, mirror match. Okay, so this is going to be another matchup where Fleeting Memories is probably going to be the MVP. Each player is probably going to be jockeying for position. We're playing against Florida Moon here. Each player is probably going to be jockeying for position. And even though I'm on a mulligan to 5, my hand's pretty good, or at least the draw's been pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that. Mill the Retrieval, a Departure, and an Alchemy. Oh no, he cast Alchemy, I see. Oh yeah. This is definitely a self-mill game. I guess we actually just take 3 here. Because the Scarecrow can block the Brute. Grabbing the Groundskeeper is actually like drawing a bunch of land. I think I'm gonna do that. Just go set up, set up, set up. Scarecrow is gonna bounce off the Brute, is the plan here. Yeah, Fleeting Memories is gonna be the #1 card we are looking for. Okay. I guess I'm gonna block with Captive here. Make him do something. Maybe it's a clear shot? If it's instant speed? I mean, I'm putting him on having a spontaneous mutation in hand. But I don't care if he just mutates my Captive. This might not even be right. I could have put the Scarecrow on the Brute, and then if he does something... Oh, interesting. Rabbit Bite, second mate? Oh, Rise from the Tides. Okay. Well, I'm glad I block like that now. Oh, we might be dead, though. 1 Silent Departure is all it's gonna take. A little bit too fast on the beats here. Take 10. I guess I'll throw away the Groundskeeper at this point. So let's thin out our deck, and then Forbidden Alchemy. Still expecting a spontaneous mutation here. We're gonna need to find our Knot of the Bone. Just Silent Departure now? Yep. Jeez. Well, that's very bad. Four, five, six, seven, eight. Well, I lose to an instant speed. I lose to an instant speed removal spell for Elder Deep Fiend. But otherwise, I can survive at 1. Yep, it is a clear shot. Damn. Well, good beats. We did mulligan to 5, but our mulligan was really good. I'm not sure what I could have done there instead. Not mulligan to 5? Draw better? I don't know. Alright, 4 and 2, on to the next. Game 7 we go. We're at 4 wins, so 5 wins would give us our gem return. Okay, that's pretty good. No clue production for the Graph Mole besides the maybe one of the Courier. That's a decent looking hand. We actually have our Spider spawning an opening hand too, so spawning has the potential to go off here. And we're on the play, so not developing out onto the board until turn 3 isn't as bad. Mountain Pass. I like that. Alright, we're just grabbing lands here. This might get burnt, but I don't want to run out the Graph Mole. It's more important. I don't care about the Courier as much. I will need to find a second blue source for the Deep Fiend. Okay, here come the Vamps. Easiest block of all time. Perfect, alright. And now I feel like we're extremely far ahead. We don't need to sacrifice the clue yet, we can just keep digging. Yeah, let's grab the wood here, because it's fixing, but it also gives me a clue. Oh my god, that's gonna be nuts. Okay, let's just go like this. This is gonna be pretty hard for our opponent to beat. I doubt they're mono red, yeah. They must also just be missing some of their black, presumably, right, for madness. Yeah, good game. Alright, time to sit back. Oh, that's good. That makes a lot of devils, I mean... Probably still not good enough. Man, I almost want to mill myself here. Yeah, there's black sources. Alright, they're off of it. Mysteries, Fleeting Memories, Graph Mole, and I'm very far ahead. Oh, you know, this deck is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I don't know if it was this morning, but there should be a VOD coming up, if not already up, within the last day or two, of a really sweet Emrakul deck I drafted on stream, so... That one was probably a little bit more fun than this one, but this one is really, really freaking sweet too. Okay, let's keep it. I just need to find one blue source. If we draw one blue source with this hand, it's going to be very hard to lose. I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit. Okay. One blue source. God, this hand's insane if we rip an island off the top. Come on, deck. Island. Yeah, frickin' baby. I'm gonna lead on the mysteries here to play it safe. Okay, that's fine. Good. Let's see. So next turn I can go Illuminator into Fleeting Memories. It's gonna be pretty freaking disgusting. Oh, Pyrehound is really annoying. There's no doubt about that. Because the trample on that actually makes it really, really problematic if it gets too big too quickly. Because I can't just chump it with a bunch of garbage. I'm actually okay to bounce here. And if they have, like, the Make Mischief, so be it. I got one clue off the Illuminator. If it dies here, I get another. That's fine. It's done its job. 2, 4, 6, 7 mana. So let's just land pass. I can make this a 4/6. So they might not actually attack this turn. And if they don't attack, then we sack 2 clues, go for Forbidden Alchemy. It's fine. This is where having a Silent Departure would be insane for us. I don't think we're supposed to flip the captive. I think we're supposed to just keep drawing and setting up. God, I want to mill myself here, but I don't think it's right. Build 3 spells, that's good. Oh, baby. Okay. Let's grab some more alchemy and keep digging. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That should help a little bit. Spider spawning, once we can get it to like 6, will probably be worth casting. But right now, it's too low. Let's see, they're at 19 cards left in their deck. Yeah, I mean, milling some of their... Wow, 3 drag unders already. Ooh, okay. Now we're really going to need to just fire off the spider spawning, even if it's for a smaller amount. I'm going to alchemy here end of turn, though. So that will give us... that will give us... Like, I could mill myself here if I wanted to, I just don't think it's right. Because the mill clock is very real. Okay. Deep Fiend also quite good here. Also the Dryad's quite good. Yeah, this is good. So I can captive number 2. And then I can Elder Deep Fiend off of a captive, which will also give me another clue for mysteries and towards Memory Mill. So this is the turn that I hope they fire off a bunch of instants and sorceries because I don't have a flying blocker. Avacyn's Judgment, huh? Sure. It gives me another clue still. Good. Now we go for the Elder. And tap. tap, tap, tap. I don't care about them having 4 mana open. Irrelevant. 5 creatures in yard. We can go for alchemy here into spider spawning. There's our Nod of the Bone. Perfect. Okay. Shields are up. That's fine. That's another clue. Still have 11 cards left in my deck. This is mill 9 right here. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. We actually might have a game now. This is not a great attack for them. So we can bounce here, bounce here. Trade 1 token away for that thing. Actually, I guess I'd wanna just trade for that. Oh, wait, I don't want to block the devil. Otherwise, they can ping my Deep Fiend. Okay, this is good. I'll take 7. Remember, we have Nod of the Bone in our hand, so this is minimum gain 24 life, and then we can just sit back on the mill. No big deal. Oh yeah, and the Graph Mole is still gaining a bunch of life too. Never mind. Yeah, we can afford the Scarecrow here. Scarecrow dying is another clue. Oh, they forgot to ping. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go ahead and trade off for their... Oh wait, no, the Voracious Reader's attacking, so never mind. Easy eat. You know what I should have done? I should have fired off Nod of the Bone first, in case they randomly have a counter. Oh, this might have been a mistake. I lose now if they have a counter, because I didn't fire it off to check first. Luckily they didn't. Okay. So that was a small mistake on my part. That would have been taking a 1 game and throwing it away. Let's gain another 3, draw a card. Okay, now we just pass. And we win next turn. Sack the Scarecrow gives us another clue. And then they have 6 cards, so 2 clues, 2 mills, 2 GGs. Nice, 6 and 2. All right, final boss time. Let's see if we can get a trophy with a sweet one. On the play, check. Decent enough hand on the play for sure. No 2-drop, but Scarecrow blocks early garbage, and then we have double alchemy for digging. Well, that's unfortunate. Is this a game where I'm firing off Epiphany for 2 here? I think it actually is. We just fired it off end of turn. And I think it's correct. So they either give me mysteries or mole. They gave me the mole, okay. If they attack with Constrictor, it's probably okay to block with Scarecrow and see if they want to discard 2 cards. I really want to just draw a land for the next few turns. Oh, this travel preps? Oh, okay, that's a little bit worse. Now, I guess I'm not going to block the Constrictor because they would only have to discard 1. Perfect to draw the land. Could have just gone for Elder Deep Fiend there too. In fact, maybe that was better to go for Elder Deep Fiend sacking the Scarecrow. Yeah, I probably should have done that. Have another travel prep? Oh, baby. And this is where not having, rather, a silent departure is really gross. We might just lose too quickly here. Jeez. Nice aggro draw. Pretty gross. Best case scenario is they go for like a bound by Moonsilver. And then I can sack the creature that gets bound. And 1-drop, 2-drop, double travel prep. You know what I maybe should have done? Sack the Scarecrow on my main phase. Play a land and then sack the Explorer. And then I would have been able to make my land drops there. Okay. Graph Mole pass. We're not dead, we're just dying. That's all. Yep. Brutal. Okay. So I think we just bounce here. Stack a clue, gain 3, go to 3. This is not going to be an easy one to win. Pretty damn far behind. Milled 4 lands. Okay, making the same blocks again this turn. Going to 1 on board. And if they have any way to pump their Dryad, so be it. So I think I'm going to need to draw exactly Spider spawning this turn. sadly, I can't go Forbidden Alchemy into casting it either. We'd be one off. Yeah, darn it. All right, now I don't think we have any outs. Oh, we're 1 mana short. God. Good beats. All right, GG's. Yeah, 1-drop, 2-drop, double travel prep, and I don't have a Silent Departure in this deck. 1 Silent Departure, and we easily win that game, just bouncing any of the travel prep creatures, but GG's, good beats. Not unhappy with how the deck played out. Really fun one. Ubermill spider spawning with Seasons Past is just clutch, and the Fleeting Memories win multiple times was pretty great as well. So, all right, tomorrow we will, in fact, have our new card changes, so no more spider spawning starting tomorrow. Actually, this is really good. The last recording of this particular iteration of this format was spider spawning, and so tomorrow the new videos will not have any more flashback cards. They will have the morbid cards. That's when the creature dies. But thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.